did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
Hey everybody, it's Chris Bunbury here again from JoBlo.com, live from the Toronto International Film Festival with a review of what just might be one of the more anticipated films to come out this year, Halloween. Yes, I was at the world premiere of David Gordon Green's follow-up to John Carpenter's classic original, and let me tell you something, it was worth the wait. After 40 years, Michael Myers finally escapes custody and goes on the hunt for his old nemesis, Laurie Strode, played by the one, the only Jamie Lee Curtis, but after 40 years of waiting, she's more than ready for him. Or is she? Now, this was an absolute thrill being in the audience for probably what's one of the biggest events in Midnight Madness history, the world premiere of David Gordon Green's Halloween. This is an affectionate direct sequel to the John Carpenter original, which completely disregards any of the sequels. And in fact, they could have called it Halloween 2 were it not for the confusion it would have caused. This update finds the franchise in fine form. It helps that one can never really get tired of the standard old boogeyman formula, and the idea of an unstoppable murderer stalking your every move is as terrifying now as it was then. The timelessness of this all is actually paid tribute to an annoying gag where a smartass complains that Michael Myers isn't that big a deal, as if he's a surrogate for more cynical new wave horror fans. Indeed, the movie goes to great lengths to prove that Myers is in fact still a big deal, and as scary a horror villain as ever thanks to his unsettling blankness. Green, along with co-writers Danny McBride, yes, the Danny McBride, and Jeff Fradley, have created a worthy, faithful follow-up very much in the mold of Carpenter's original, even recruiting the great man himself and his son Cody, plus co-composer Daniel Davies, to contribute an unmistakably Carpenter synth score. It helps that Jamie Lee Curtis is back as Laurie Strode, who's turned into a survivalist in the Sarah Connor mode, convinced that Myers is going to come back and finish her off anytime now. Curtis has a ball and plays the part to the hilt, with the rapt audience cheering anytime she did something cool, which is, I have to say, a lot. And it pays worthy tribute to her iconic status as the original Final Girl. Now, given David Gordon Green's pedigree, the supporting cast is far above average for this kind of movie, with Judy Greer as Strode's resentful daughter and Andy Matichak as her granddaughter, who finds herself prey as the film goes on. Will Patton also has a good role as the town sheriff with ties to the original, while Toby Huss from the great *Halt and Catch Fire* makes a lot of a small part as Laurie's son-in-law, bringing warmth to his part. In fact, everyone is quite likable, making it all the more unsettling when Myers starts knocking them off, and oh yes, you could bet in a movie like this, a lot of people fall victim to Myers here. Lots of slashing, but while gory, Green's film is more like Carpenter's original and not the slasher clones that followed it, opting for a classier approach. Now, there's no shortage of violence, but it's not gratuitous. It gets very dark indeed, with seemingly no one on the safe list while Myers starts doing his thing, but it's not too much, it's just enough. My only problem with Halloween is a subplot involving Michael's doctor, who Curtis calls the new Loomis and is played by Haluk Biglaner. Now, the cartoonish aspect to his character is really out of pace with the rest of this relatively grounded film, and the payoff involving him makes very little sense. He could have been excised from the script and the movie would have been better off for it. It's camp where no camp is needed. That aside, this is a lean mead old school slasher that will delight longtime fans and win new ones once it hits theaters next month. It's a real crowd pleaser and a beautifully made homage follow-up to a movie that still holds up really well. I give this one 8 on 10. Till next time, I'm Chris Bunbury from JoBlo.com.
Trick or treat! So my house is here. Which one should we go to? They're all spooky. I'm gonna pick that one over on across the street. Yeah. Oh, what the? Hey! Sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry.
40 years ago, on Halloween night, Michael Myers murdered 3 people.
After that horrific night, he was sent back to the institution in captivity.
Prayed every night that he would escape.
the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him. The bus crashed.
Michael Myers escaped.
He'll return to Haddonfield, his home.
I need to protect my family.
You have no security system, Karen.
Mom, you need help.
Evil is real.
There's a reason we're supposed to be afraid of the snake.
I've been preparing for this for a long time. It is not safe to be on the street tonight.
Go home! Get out of here! Get inside! Michael!
He's here. He is a killer, but he will be killed tonight. Happy Halloween, Michael.